In an effort in combating the escalating issues of irregular migration, the Gambia Immigration Department has intercepted several migrant boats, apprehending a number of individuals attempting to seek greener pasture to Europe through the dangerous Dube Bagwin. These recent operations have not only led to the rescue of hundreds of migrants from various countries, but have also highlighted the increasing complexity and urgency of managing irregular migration in the region. On March 3rd, GID officers discovered an abandoned boat was offset at the Bijlo Beach. The vessel, which had departed from the Gambia and made its way to Senegal, has picked up a large group of migrants before attempting to head to St. Louis. However, engine failure forced the boat to turn back, resulting in a harrowing 4-day ordeal at sea. The migrants, many of whom suffer from illness and injury. Tragically, one disease was found on board the vessel. Inspector Seaman Low is the GID's public relations officer.
Now, when GID was informed of this particular case, our officers were able to go to the hospitals and be able to find some of these suspected migrants. Now, out of these 200, 21 of them were found to be given medical attention, and they were now taken to the GID unit here in Tangi for necessary investigations. In this particular case, out of these 21, we've also realized that we had 2 people that are found to be perpetrators. One of them is an agent called Alhaji Topt, a Gambian, and also an agent called Ibrahim Sedi, who's also a Gambian. But then the main organizer of this particular suspected intercepted case was Mohamed Jain, who is a Senegalese national. So the case also was a bit very much critical. At the end, we were able to find one dead body in the boat that was also left around the Monkey Park. So this case occurred on the 3rd of March, 2025.
In a related operation on March 21st, GID officials, in collaboration with other security forces, intercepted 75 migrants in Yarambamba attempted to illegally depart the Gambia. The intercepted migrants are of 63 males, 12 females, and 4 minors from Senegal, Guinea, Gambia, and Guinea-Bissau.
Out of these 75 non-Gambian migrants, we've also realized that they lived in a single apartment that has only 3 bedrooms. And the environment where they had stayed is circled by many Gambians. So it becomes a concern to us that if people can live in a place, out of 75 people in one compound, you have neighbors beside you who still will feel to stay silent and not to report this case to the officers. It becomes a challenge as well. So we think it's important for Gambians also to be very much vigilant when they see uncommon movements in these areas, that they engage officers so we can find necessary procedures.
The number of intercepted migrants is rapidly increasing, signaling the urgency need for addressing irregular migration, not just within the Gambia, but across West Africa region.
A second case that we've also had with regards to curbing irregular migration occurred in the area of Nyomi. It was conducted by the NBR Border Patrol Unit that is in Bara. And in this case, 30 suspected would-be migrants were intercepted. Now, out of this 30%, we realized that Senegalese, we found 17 of them. Gambians, we had 8 of them. Guineans, we had 4. When we use Guineans, we mean those from Guinea-Conakry. We have 4 of them. And Malians, we had only 1. Now, during the investigation, the following people were found to be culprits and perpetrators in the entire situation. The first culprit is believed to be Lamin Jammeh, a Senegalese national. He was arrested at the Bara car park with an amount of $74,000 seized. Lamin had confessed to acting as a sub-agent and led GID officers to 3 other suspected migrants on the Esau highway. The second person that was also found is Abdoulaye Jahate, commonly called as Papalai. Papalai was found in Bankam village, where he was apprehended as a main agent, and then he had an amount of 1,335,000 CFA in cash with him as well. The other guy, Jahate, had also disclosed that more migrants were in Bakalar village in Nyomi, and under the custody of Alfuseni Sonko, who is a proclaimed Marobo in Bakalar. When GID officers traveled all the way to Bakalar, they were able to find 13 migrants that were harbored by Alfuseni Sonko as a proclaimed migrant.
The crackdown on migration boat and trafficking rings highlighted the efforts of GID in trying to tackle irregular migration, but it is a battle not yet won despite the interceptions. This press conference highlights the ongoing challenges related to irregular migration in the region and thus calls for concern. For N24 News, I am our MCC.